Welcome to DarrenDaily, the #1 morning program to jumpstart your success and help you become better every day. I saw a documentary recently that once again washes away any whines, moans, complaints, or excuses that I might have for why I'm not living up to my much greater potential. The documentary is called The Iron Man of Kansas. It is a remarkable story of courage and determination that nearly 100 years ago still has the ability to inspire. Glenn Cunningham was like any other kid growing up in Kansas. He had learned the value of hard work at an early age, and his chores were doled out as soon as one could walk. And soon, one bitterly cold February morning in 1916, 7-year-old Glenn accompanied his brother Floyd on a 2-mile trek to the schoolhouse to light the stove for the morning's classes. It was a chore the boys had previously done on several occasions. This morning, however, something went terribly wrong. The kerosene container used to soak the logs had been mistakenly filled with gasoline. When Floyd dropped a match into the stove, it exploded, engulfing the two boys in flames. His clothes saturated with gasoline and still burning, Glenn ran the 2 miles back home. It would be the last time that he ran or walked for 3 years. The explosion had ravaged Glenn's lower body. The flesh on his knees and shins had been eaten away by the flames. The toes on his left foot were gone, and the arch severely damaged. His right leg was grossly misshapen, now a full 2 inches shorter than the left. Doctors proclaimed him more dead than alive. They recommended amputation, but Glenn's mother refused to let her little boy lose his legs, not when he had already suffered so much, a devastating loss. His friend Floyd later died from complications of his injuries. After drifting in and out of consciousness, Glenn awoke to unspeakable pain. He could not move his legs, but he could hear. He overheard whispered conversations between his mother and the doctors. He heard them say that he would likely not survive. And if he did, he would surely never walk again. Glenn Cunningham was about to prove them wrong on both counts. After weeks in the hospital, Glenn returned home, his legs bandaged and lifeless. His parents began a daily routine of massaging his legs to stretch the muscles and to restore the suppleness of his lower limbs. He said, "It hurt like mad, especially when my father stretched my legs." In the summer of 1919, 3 years after the explosion, Glenn began crawling across the yard. Then he began dragging himself along a picket fence, willing his legs to function. Slowly, over a period of months, aided by his mother's encouragement and his father's belief that he should never quit trying, Glenn began to walk. And during those grueling workouts, he made a discovery. "It hurt like thunder to walk," he said, "but it didn't hurt when I ran." So for the next 6 years, he ran everywhere. During one of his runs, he passed by a local drugstore. He saw medals hanging in the window. They were to be awarded to the best mile runners at the upcoming local farmers fair. It was the motivation that he needed. He entered the race and he won. And he kept on running right into the record books and into the hearts of the Depression-era Americans looking for inspiration. Glenn Cunningham is considered to be one of the greatest American milers ever. At Elkhart High School, he set a national record for the mile. At the University of Kansas, he set conference records in the half mile and the mile during the 1931-32 season. And then he went on to smash the NCAA record at the National Collegiate Meet, running the mile in 4 minutes, 11 seconds. Sometimes victory comes in simply having the courage to run the race, in fighting through the pain that hurts like thunder, and never, ever quitting on yourself. Never, ever quitting on yourself is what Glenn said. He said, remember that. No matter the excuses, you can overcome. You can rise again. You can achieve far beyond your current imagination. Just get up and run.